Topic: The Cookie's Prayer. O you who have given free of cost 100 eyes and ears, and without us even asking, have granted intellect and understanding. You have bestowed the gift before it was deserved. Despite our complete ingratitude and rudeness, you are able to pardon the greatest of our sins in secret. We have burnt ourselves with our desire and greed, and it is you who give us the blessing of offering up prayer. We come to you in awe because you taught us to call, and you lit the lamp of supplication in this darkness. This is how the cookie prayer prayed for the people, like a faithful mother, tears flowing from his eyes, and that plea rose up to heaven from him while he was unconscious of himself. That unconscious invocation is, in truth, different. It's not from him, it really comes from God. God is making that invocation. Since that person has disappeared, the call and the answer both are from God. Topic: Like foxes, we play with our tails. Foxes in the chase are saved by their legs, but these foxes believe their tails save them, and so they play fondly with their tails, thinking, without you I would be dead. O bold eyed fox, save your legs from being broken. Without legs, what use is your tail? We are like foxes, and the noble saints are like our legs. They save us from 100 kinds of reprisals. Our subtle contrivings are like our tails. We play fondly with our tails, left and right. We wag our tails in argument and cunning, in order that so and so may be amazed at us. Our seeking to impress people, our eagerly grasping at divinity. All the guide we used to catch hearts has left us in a ditch, unaware. You are in a ditch, you rascal. So don't try to twist someone else's mustache unless you yourself have found the garden. Don't pull anyone's sleeves to try to lead them. If you are not first a servant of the beloved, don't wish to make yourself a sovereign. In your desire to impress others, you have tied a noose around the neck of your soul. O fox, abandon this tale of contrivance and devote your heart to the lords of the heart. Topic: The difference between dogs and lions. How could someone who is himself like a straw in the wind of desire discern the oppressor from the oppressed? First, deal with the oppressor in yourself, your own frenzied ego. A dog always growls at the poor and helpless. So far as it can, it snaps at the poor. But know that lions act differently, because a lion would be ashamed to prey on neighbors. Topic: Yourself without yourself. If you go on the way, they will open the way to you. And if you become nothing, you will be led to real being. And if you will be humble, the universe will not contain you. And you will be shown yourself without yourself. Topic: They do not know. No. When a child's lap is filled with shards of pottery, he trembles for them as though he owns riches. If you take a piece away from him, he cries, and if you give it back, he smiles with laughter. The child doesn't know that neither his weeping nor his laughter matter very much, because the rich man saw what is just alone as his own. He trembled, worried for that false wealth. That rich one dreams he is wealthy, and fears the thief who might carry off his gold. When death pulls at his ear and startles him from slumber, then he laughs at his fears. It is the same trembling of these learned scholars, who have such intelligence and knowledge of this world, of these accomplished, intelligent men. God said in the Quran, they do not know. Each one is afraid of someone stealing. He thinks he possesses great knowledge. He says, they are wasting my time. But his time is not really of benefit. He says, the people take me away from my work. But his soul is plunged in idleness up to the throat. He knows 100,000 unimportant things, but that untruthful one doesn't know his own soul. Topic: A pause in prayer. Pay attention. Just look at the loving kindness of God. Would anyone but God do this? Be content with a single thank you for such gifts. He gives us a head and asks for just one bow of thanks. He gives us feet and asks for just a moment's pause in prayer. Topic: the illness of ego. If you don't want your friend of today to be unfriendly tomorrow, choose friendship with the wise. You are seasick from the storms of the ego because you make everything stormy. If you take a jewel in hand, it loses its luster. Near you, kindness of heart becomes hatred, and even a beautiful word becomes vulgar. You say, I have heard this all before. Tell me something else, my friend. If something fresh and bright is shared, the very next day you are cranky and bored. Get rid of this illness. When it's gone, every old tale becomes new and makes the wayside ditch burst into blossom. Topic: sleeping in security. If anyone falls asleep while we are speaking, his sleep is not from heedlessness but rather from security. It's like when a caravan keeps on traveling through a dark night over a difficult and frightful road, fearing attack by bandits. And then, as soon as people in the caravan hear a dog barking or rooster crowing, they know that they have come to a settlement where they can rest. They relax and sleep securely there. On a road where there was no noise or barnyard uproar, they were afraid to sleep. In a settlement where they are secure, they can sleep peacefully and happily, despite the barking of dogs and crowing of roosters. Our words also come from a secure settlement. They are the sayings of the prophets and saints. When spirits hear the words of friends they recognize, they feel secure. They are freed of fear, because from these words wafts the fragrance of hope and felicity. Out of fear, someone traveling in a caravan on a dark night constantly imagines thieves are attacking. He longs to hear the words of his fellow travelers and to recognize them by their voices. When he hears them, he feels secure. Say, recite, O Muhammad, for your essence is subtle and cannot be reached with mere sight. When you speak, people comprehend that you are a familiar friend of their spirits, and they feel secure and peaceful. Topic: spiritual physicians. We are the spiritual physicians, students of God. The Red Sea saw us and parted. Those physicians of the body aren't like us. They need to check the heartbeat to know a heart. We see into the heart without any instrument. We see clearly from a high meadow. They are physicians of food and fruit. Through them, only the bodily self is strengthened. We are physicians of actions and words. Inspired by a ray of the light of majesty, we know that one deed will be beneficial for you, while another will block your way, and some words will bring you blessing, while others will make your heart ache. Some physicians need to test your urine. We take God's inspiration as our test. We ask no payment from anyone because our income flows from a holy place. Come to us, one by one, with that incurable illness. We are a remedy for the spiritually deceased. Topic: gains in the spiritual market. The Prophet, on whom be peace, said, truly, God Most High has friends who are concealed. Haven't you seen how the people of this bazaar of ours, the prophets and the saints, are successful in business, and what mines of treasure have appeared to them from entering the shop of non existence, and how they have gained in this market? To one, the fire falls into service, like an anklet. To another, the sea lifts from him on its shoulders. To one, iron becomes soft and submissive as wax. To another, the wind rises at his command. And there are others who remain so very hidden, they possess all this. And yet no one's eye falls upon their sovereignty even for a moment. How would the superficial people know them? They and their miracles are in a holy sanctuary. Even other saints don't hear their names. Will you remain unaware of the gifts and the one who is calling you to this? The world of the six directions is brimming with this abundance. Wherever you look, you see his bounty. When such a generous one calls you into this fire, come in and don't say, "It may burn me."